Hi, I'm Chris and I help people with agoraphobia, anxiety and panic attacks. Today we're going to discuss 7 simple steps to help ease agoraphobia. No one wants to have to go through life with the challenges of agoraphobia. Untreated agoraphobia can significantly diminish someone's quality of life. This anxiety disorder can cause someone to feel like they only can go to places with another person, or worse, not at all. It can cause problems with relationships and at work. Untreated agoraphobia can lead to complications including isolation, depression, and substance abuse. If you have a friend or a loved one you believe lives with agoraphobia, you may want to help them. You can't provide that person with treatment. They have to do that on their own and with the help of a professional. There are steps you can take as a support system for them. And number 1, learn more. Agoraphobia is a complex and often misunderstood anxiety disorder. One of the best ways to help a friend or a loved one that you believe has this disorder is to learn more and educate yourself. It can be helpful to learn the triggers for agoraphobia and the physical and mental systems someone might experience if they have agoraphobia. In addition to informational resources, reading blogs, posts, articles from people who have it can help you gain a sense of perspective that will allow you to be understanding and empathetic. Number 2, practice patience. No one wants to experience an anxiety disorder like agoraphobia. It's often traumatic and overwhelming. As a friend or a loved one, you can learn how to practice a sense of patience. You may not be able to relate to what a person is feeling, but you can still show them a sense of understanding. 3, and this is a very big one, don't trivialize the person's feelings and experiences. When someone has anxiety or panic disorder and they have friends and loved ones who don't live with a similar condition, it can be easy to trivialize or marginalize someone and the symptoms they are feeling. We often hear people with mental health disorders being told to get over it or to just toughen up. This isn't an effective approach, and it can make the situation much more traumatic and frustrating for someone with agoraphobia. Agoraphobia's symptoms aren't in control of someone with the disorder, and it's not a weakness or a personal failure. Having friends who understand that is critical for someone's treatment. 4, help your friend create an anxiety plan. There's a concept called My Anxiety Plan, or MAP. This concept goes from an organization called Anxiety Canada. The process for creating a MAP relies on creating a set of steps and strategies that will be used to deal with symptoms of anxiety disorders. You can encourage your friend or loved one to create their map or a similar plan for how they will deal and manage with the symptoms of agoraphobia as they occur. They may be the first one to introduce the person to the concept. You may be the first one to introduce this person to the concept of developing a defined strategy for coping with symptoms of anxiety or the triggers that can lead to agoraphobia symptoms. 5, be a supportive system. People with anxiety disorders tend to find significant value in having a strong support system. Let your friend know that you are there for them, to listen and have them share what they are feeling. Try to create a judgment-free environment for your friend so that they can come to you without feeling ashamed or embarrassed. This doesn't mean you have to understand everything that your friend is feeling, but just that you are willing to listen in a supportive way. You can also be a support system by going with your friend or your loved one to situations where they might feel panic, like a shopping center or going to stand in a queue at the post office. This doesn't mean that you become a crutch for them. Instead, you can encourage them to face the situation that they would typically avoid, and they can rely on you for support when they begin to feel symptoms of distress and panic. 6, regularly check in. Even when your friend or someone you care about isn't in a situation where they are fearful or they aren't experiencing acute symptoms of agoraphobia, it can be helpful for them to know that you care. Really check in, even if it's just a quick text, a little phone call, or see how your friend's doing. This reinforces the idea that you are the support system. 7, and the last one, encourage them to seek professional treatment. Agoraphobia is a serious, debilitating condition for many people who live in it. It often requires professional treatment. We can come in all forms of psychotherapy, meditation, or alternative treatment, or a combination of all these approaches. But please be there for this person. And I want you to thank you for listening, and I hope you're going to implement some of these plans if you have a loved one or a friend that suffers from agoraphobia. And thank you very much for listening.